has some chops for sure.
Yeah.
Eric has some 2v2 chops.
Okay.
I can't wait to see what this team does going forward. Low tier for them, if they team together, probably going to be pretty sick.
You're talking about Eric and Thought, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric and Thought.
Yeah, but unfortunately their run does end just short today, but still fantastic showing for them. And then of course STC and Vortex, who hadn't placed top 8 in any of those placings that you had just mentioned, getting the guaranteed 4th place finish. That's pretty nice, but they are going to be running up against this powerhouse team of Axscent and Reaper. The double axes going to be going up against Xavier Woods and Wushang.
Now, we did see some Wushang earlier today. He's kind of gotten a resurgence lately, as gauntlets have gotten a little bit of love in the patch cycle. We've seen a lot of players kind of gravitate towards the Wushang. Very solid signatures. Spear is a pretty good weapon, as thought by top players. Decent enough. And you couple that with how solid gauntlets can be right now. You have an all-around really solid character. Compare that to some of the other gauntlet legends. Like, other than Val, you're not seeing that many other gauntlet legends picked up by multiple players. Like, you're seeing Boomy pick up Cross, but nobody else is picking up Cross.
Yeah, that's very true. As far as like gauntlet characters go, it's like Wushang or Val. Those are kind of the two big picks. We are seeing everyone fairly even in the health department, though. No big targets on anyone quite yet.
That's going to be a full team wipe for the blue team there onto red, knocking out both members. Side sig from the wrong side of the stage. Vortex able to get back. In comes
Nice.
Axscent with the ground pound. Reaper takes out Vortex's teammate. Is it going to be the full team wipe onto blue? The recovery just hit a little bit too low to knock out. STC might get caught here in the middle.
No, but he gets out of it, and Vortex able to extend this first stock. Going to be putting a lot of damage out with this hammer. That's a little sidelight, just keeping Reaper at bay, letting STC do this 1v2, and the pancakes connect on Axscent. So much extra damage off of Vortex extending that first stock.
Sidelight came in from STC onto Reaper. In came Axscent with the dash. Then came the neutral light for the punish. We're relatively even here.
Nice follow-up from
pickup.
Axscent. But Vortex finds the side signature, and STC couldn't avoid the ground pound from Axscent.
Dude, Axscent's Bryn is really good.
Yeah.
I'm really liking both of his weapons on this Bryn pick.
That's one thing that the blue team's got to be wary about, right? Like, sometimes you can take advantage of the fact that somebody's just kind of a little bit weaker on a weapon. So you're like, all right, you're on your off weapon. Now I can go in. But Axscent just playing very comfortably on both of these weapons.
Elite Cider, that's going to be the knockout onto Axscent on his final stock. Seeing Vortex also meeting on his final stock. Reaper's got to be really careful. It's a good thing if they can limit the weapons that the blue team's able to grab, but while I was saying that, Vortex brings in the hammer, stomp side air, almost sending off screen despite being on the right side of the stage. That side air is going to clean it up. Do they have this one ready to go? Even though that wasn't true, he still found the recovery.
All improv from the blue team, but the weapon toss takes out Axscent. Vortex playing incredibly well for himself. 598 damage put out, 4 stocks taken, and of course extending stocks for days on this Xavier Woods.
Yeah, we'll likely see. He's kind of figuring out which legend he wants to play right now. Likely it will be that Bodvar. I would be very surprised if it was a different legend. He played that very well.
Yeah, was able to get quite a few pickups, played well with the sword, connected with a couple of those side signatures, and had some great hammer play as well, able to throw out those neutral signatures to catch the red team jumping.
Now we have actually kind of relatively low character levels. Axscent's Bryn's 47, Reaper's Barraza's 35, Vortex's Xavier Woods is 28, STC's Wushang is level 33, so nobody over level 47.
No, they, I mean, 47 is still pretty good, though. But to your point, yeah, in the 30s is like, all right, you've put in a decent amount of time into this character, but you're definitely not like a singular character only plays that character in every single tournament kind of player.
Now we are here going on to Mammoth Fortress.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
STC just going in unarmed, putting some damage out. Finally, everybody else able to pick up their spawn weapons.
Yeah, you see Vortex going back and forth between members of the red team. Spodvar's looking good, Sword looking good, Hammer looking good. In grabs the weapon, immediately goes for the recovery, sending Axscent very high. Able to dodge that as well. Dude, Vortex is going back and forth. Even when he misses, he doesn't get punished.
His target swapping is very solid. Even out of hit stun, he's already looking for the next opponent that he can run at. But unfortunately for him, his teammate is going to fall on the right side. Vortex does land back down safely. Good damage being put out. You could see the blue team finish off these stocks of the red team and take the lead. Nice ground pound. That's one.
Oh, Vortex, he's waiting.
He's like, come up here. Gonna eat that dare, but instead STC able to pick up a downlight into the neutral layer. It's gonna be Vortex who follows up with the recovery for the knockout. And Axscent stuck in the sandwich, DI's out of it, but they pick up Reaper.
Yeah, after that second spear neutral light that came out from STC, that's where the DI happened. Nice little weapon toss there.
Nice.
The bonk on the head. D-Sig almost sending Axscent to his death. STC positioned to clean up. Ooh. Oh, man, he almost got Reaper on that.
I was like, what's this down sig? But it almost worked. Nice recovery. Red team getting launched around. None of them have a weapon in hand, but Reaper with the unarmed doesn't need a weapon just yet.
Ooh. Neutral Sig coming out from STC from the wrong side of the stage. Side Sig there from Vortex to clean it up. 4 stocks to 2 here. STC's been playing really well this game. We've also seen him go back and forth between both members of the red team.
Vortex really trying to play that aggression, but STC finds a ground pound on the right side. That's going to take Axscent out of the game, and it's all left to Reaper in the 1v2 recovery from Vortex.
How, like, what are the odds that he is just positioned in the right exact spot to pick up an exhausted recovery there onto Reaper?
This is what I'm talking about with Vortex just always being aware of where the opponents are. Like, he's constantly just like, what's the nearest thing that I can hit? Putting out 715 damage. Vortex is playing very well.
Yeah, dude is nuts. Dude is certified nuts.
The whole can, macadamia, cashews, peanuts, walnuts. Usually sunflower seeds aren't in those cans of mixed nuts, so honestly, like, that's kind of the limit of my nut
Did you say pistachios?
I don't think I did. I said cashews.
Cashews look weird though, so
Yeah.
I can't say what they look like.
It's okay. You just
We're on
DM
stream
it.
right now. Maybe I'll say it on Twitter if you follow me. Who is Sparky? That's not a maybe. I will.
Yeah, I was like, don't promise and not deliver now. Game number 3, and we see Reaper make the swap over to a second Bryn for this red team. Wants a little bit more movement speed, wants a follow-up spear, but is it enough as Axscent's already getting bounced around? Nice target swap from Axscent over to Vortex. Neutral light connects onto Vortex. Nobody quite in that kill percent as Vortex finds the ground pound.
I'll see if this Bryn swap from Reaper will work out for him in the long game. In the short game, it's not working out so great as both members of the red team are knocked out. They did at least trade 2 for 1 here as STC got knocked out as well. But Vortex, he's the monster. You can't.
Yeah.
I don't think you can focus on STC. I think you need to focus on Vortex.
Well, right now they're going for the team combo onto STC, but Vortex immediately comes in that big brother status, breaking it up, saying, don't bully my little brother. Nice punish from Axscent, but Axe doesn't have that true kill combo. Reaper does find the ground pound to finally finish that first stock of Vortex.
STC trying to find some time over on the walls. Vortex spawns back in. You immediately see Vortex going in unarmed. He's able to grab the weapon relatively quick. You see the gravity cancel D-Light the other direction read that came out from Reaper. But a D-Light into the side air from STC is going to be the almost the knockout move. I thought that was going to kill for sure.
Yeah, Reaper had just enough, but a fantastic weapon toss from STC finishes off Reaper. Left side, Axscent fighting back. It's caught by the weapon toss, but not a lot of variable force behind it as it was just barely starting to float down. Nice downlight into the recovery. Stock counts even, but again, Vortex is the healthiest on the board.
And that's the problem. It seems like they're focusing a little bit on STC, but he's just basically going even with everyone else on the red team. Oh, man, could this be an early knockout?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, he's still going in. What a legend. Vortex with a huge knockout there, just completely taking Reaper out of the game. He's going to do it? Oh, man.
Nice down air from Axscent on his way back up. Still not enough to finish off Vortex's second stock. Dude, Vortex is nuts.
Yeah, so this is the thing, is if you're going to focus on STC because you deem him the quote-unquote like weaker... Oh, man. GCD-sing. If you're going to designate STC as the weaker link and try to bully him out of the game, the problem is Vortex is such a monster that you're leaving him to his own devices. And based on what we just saw, you don't want to do that. That's a bad idea.
You just left Vortex to run wild all over you, and that is going to be Vortex and STC closing it out 3-0 in the loser semifinal. This is insane. This team, neither of them placed top 8 in a 2v2 in Southeast Asia, and here they are running through some established teams, running through some names that we know in the Southeast Asian region, and they're here in